Greetings, YouTube. Greetings. Oh, here y'all go. Oh, I got cut off again on the end of chapter 2. So, got to come back, get back on it. We're at the end of chapter 2. Tyrone's and my letters were always filled with words of love or I love yous. However, the main topic now was getting him moved off the unit. Tyrone said when he went to the yard, someone had tried to stab him. He said the Crips were trying to kill him because he was done cripping and placed in protective custody, PC, until the matter could be resolved. He asked that I call the unit as his wife, tell them my husband was in danger, and request, no demand, that he be moved. That was my mission. I felt what was happening was unjust, not only unjust to my man, but also unjust to any man. I prayed for and wrote encouraging letters to him daily. I called to get in that warden's ass as my baby had stated and did not let up until I got some answers. While making numerous calls to this prison and that one, I got more than I bargained for. I had to get online to find the correct numbers for the people and places I needed to call to get Tyrone moved and came across the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, TDCJ website. I called the information line and the automated voice stated that Tyrone was not due for release until 2039. He would be eligible for parole in 2019. I freaked out. I listened to the recording at least 3 times. I was sure the recording was wrong. Tyrone said he was coming home in 20 months or less. I could do 20 months fairly easy, but 20 years? I don't think so. I planned to marry Tyrone and did not want to wait that damn long. Surely he would clear this matter up in his reply to my letter. I know he has not lied to me about this. Whew, okay, y'all, that's chapter 2. That's the end of chapter 2. So now we're just going to go on to chapter 3. Probably won't finish. Not going to rush. Going to take my time. We're going to get through as much as we can. All right. Chapter 3. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Okay. August 2003. Tyrone now refers to me as wifey and himself as hubby. Often he would call himself daddy and me mama. I like the sound of it. As usual, he dedicated a song for me to listen to in the margin. This particular letter had the song She Was Your Girlfriend by Jesse Powell. It had become one of my favorites. The next letter listed Shakedown by LSG. After breaking the ice with his usual greeting and talk about what's going on with him, my family, and me, in reverse order, Tyrone opened up to me about his case. There is something I need to share with you, and I hope and pray in God's name that after I give you this bad news I received a few weeks ago, that you will be strong enough to hold on to me and continue to love me, even if it is only as a friend in Christ. Baby, yes, I wrote to my court on the 8th and on the 22nd. I received notice that my case was being treated as a 3G offense, which means that my lawyers lied and tricked me into believing I would only do 46 months. Now it looks like I will have to file my appeal or get a good lawyer out of Houston if I want to come home to you in 20 months. If you decide to leave me and move on without me, I will forever love you, boo. I understand that this is a very hard blow for you as well as myself. My eyes are filled with pain, but I will remain strong simply because I know that God knows the truth. God knows I am innocent. As long as I know He knows the truth, I am not going to worry. But on behalf of you, I worry. I understand it would not be right for me to force you to suffer for my faults. You have your desire of being loved physically and sexually. You deserve that. I noticed that you made it perfectly clear that if I did not come home soon, you could not wait for me, for or with me. Now you have me wondering if I should place a shield before my pure heart and prepare for the unexpected. Prepare for the day that I receive a hello and goodbye in one letter. All I'm asking is that you go ahead and type up my case so I can try to get myself free. I don't know where your love for me will stand. Wait a minute. I ain't got my glasses on. I need my glasses. That's the problem. squinting, giving me a headache. Sorry, y'all. Got to get my glasses. Okay. All I'm asking is that you go ahead and type up my case so I can try to get myself free. I don't know where your love for me will stand now, but I will always uphold the fact that God put us together to be whatever, and no matter what choices you make, all I ask is to always be a part of your life, even if it's just a letter once a year. I just want to know you are okay, baby. I know this may sound crazy, but I really think this might be a bit much for you to embrace. I guess this is the test of times the Bible spoke of, but I know love will outweigh it all. Please call those lawyers I listed. My case is for aggravated robbery. My sentence is 40 years. I've been on lock for 3 already. If push comes to shove and I need some professional assistance to come home to you, will that mean goodbye, Tyrone, and hello to the next single brother? Please don't misunderstand me, but please be honest. Baby, please try to feel me and understand how I feel. I was very shook up after receiving that letter from the court. It is very painful to fall victim to the skills of these blue-eyed devils. But baby, I truly feel that your bones can and will be strong enough to at least try to do your best to help me get out before you pick up and leave me behind. If I can get a good lawyer and he gets me a new trial, I will have a civil suit against the state of Texas for millions of dollars. Please believe and take serious what I'm telling you, baby. All it's going to take from you is patience, support, and trust in God. I truly believe that He got a beautiful plan, baby. He knows I am innocent. Well, let me tell you, I cried all weekend. Tyrone is talking about patience and financial support when he already knows my patience is thin and my finances are even thinner. Moreover, he never once mentioned the 40-year sentence throughout our many correspondences. I felt betrayed and misled. I wondered when he was planning to tell me. I guess that little bomb would have fallen after we were married. I was hurt and upset with Tyrone and the legal system. After shedding many tears, I came to terms with Tyrone's 40-year sentence. I knew I wanted Tyrone in my life, did not want to go back to being just friends, and felt this may be the man God has sent for me. He made my spirit soar. Bishop Noel Jones preached in one of his sermons that the heart was deceitful, and I would never be able to discern what I needed because I, being human, could not know my own heart, let alone someone else's. I felt I had to rely on what God sent my way. As far as sex goes, I thank God for the experiences I had and told myself if I never had sex again until 2039, I was still blessed. Tyrone stated if we could not be friends, we needed to get married, and asked me if I was down for becoming Mrs. Tyrone. We played around with the idea of being legally married when the Department of Corrections, DOC, would not take me seriously in my attempts to get Tyrone moved. Now it seems marriage was a last-ditch effort to hang on to me now that the truth was out. What follows is from a 10-page letter that facilitated my acceptance of his 40-year sentence. I already knew you would say, if I think you will wait for me, I'm wrong. I respect that. All I gotta say is that I will pray you will take care of yourself and whoever he is or will be, that he will love you as much as I do. I will not try to force you to stay by me. I will be okay. I'm going to ask God to give me a shield to protect my heart when you turn away, leaving me behind as you move on. But it's okay, baby. All I ask is that you stay in my life. Write me every now and then and visit whenever you can. If that's asking too much, don't trip. I'll be okay. You made it clear that you will only marry if I was coming home. You was a hard blow to this heart, Christine. But I expected that one too. Love is action. If you really love someone, prison can't come between that. Now I wonder if it's true, or is it all because you plan to make love to me all night? Because it's not easy to love without sex. Most women think that a man loves them when he knows how to make her feel good sexually. But that's not true love, so it never lasts. Yes, I do know and understand that real love is quality time and being together. 15 years will go by, and even though you left me, I will always love you. Single or not. But I don't believe I will do no 15 years. God will make it happen in His timing. Everything is for a reason. If I were not in prison, I would not have found my angel. Maybe your love is too good for me. Maybe God wants to see what your true intentions for loving me are. But I will tell you this. If God sent you to me to love me and ordered for me to love and marry you, whether it be next year or 5 or 10, if you bail on me and replace me with someone else, God will punish you. I don't mean that in a bad way, baby. God knows what my true love and intentions are. I promised God if I got my case back to court and got out, I was going to marry and devote my life to the angel that He created for me. I'm trusting in Him. So if you take off and break my heart, then it was not for me. And I won't be mad at you. I'll be hurt, shed my tears as a man, and pray I can get back with my pen pal that I was writing before you turned my world upside down. I told her I was marrying you. Tyrone went on to talk about how much strength it must have taken for Winnie Mandela to wait 27 years on her husband Nelson to be released from prison. That whole ordeal just broke my heart. He said he did not want to tell me for fear of losing me, and he was right. I took it hard. Nevertheless, we loved each other by writing every day. Eventually, I decided I did in fact have the tenacity to wait for my true love. Tyrone told me not to cry and that it was going to be okay. We would find a way if we trusted in God. Got to keep a track on the minutes. Now I began to use my first name along with his last as he did when he addressed my letters. I wrote faithfully and looked forward to his letters even more so. I called lawyers as he requested to no avail. The cost to look at his case was $10,000. I began typing his case to file in the proper court later. I sent him more pictures and $50 without his knowledge because his birthday was approaching. He loved receiving pictures of me, and unlike before I met him, I loved taking them. Whatever I could do to increase our happiness, I wanted to do. Okay, I'm going to just cut off right there because I keep looking at the time. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to pick right up at whatever I could do to increase our happiness, I wanted to do. All right, y'all. That's chapter 3. We're going to pick up in chapter 3 next episode. Smooches.